Well, hello, happy Memorial Day. And when I think of Memorial Day, I get excited because it's the beginning of summer in my mind. Zach probably would tell me the official start of summer. But anyway, Patrick Miller is here from Sweet Chipotle Catering and Barbecue. And it's because barbecue is, it's here. It's barbecue season.
Yes, we're right in the prime time of barbecue season right now. Right now is the time to get all your grills going. It's a great time to get all your grills cleaned and ready to go for the whole season here. Always, whenever I get my barbecuing, I like to clean my grill from top to bottom before I get started for my seasoning, so that way I don't have to worry about it the rest of the season. I take it all the way down to the fire underneath of it, like this on this grill here, and I even check the burners to make sure that's all clean, and just take it up from top to bottom. Whenever I get ready to clean the grill grates, I like to fire it up real hot, and it gets really easy to clean off your grill grates once you get it real hot. And
yes, that's why I avoid the job. It just looks like a time-consuming job to clean your grill.
It is time-consuming, but if you do it once a season, you don't have to worry about it. It saves you time later down the road, and if you have any problems at that time, you can fix those problems at the beginning, and you don't have to worry about it the rest of the season here.
Great.
So.
And you're going to cook something for us later, but do you have more tips on preparing your grill, Grill Master?
I like to season my grill after I clean it. I like to put a little oil down so that way it's nice and pre-seasoned. And then I cook it a little bit too to make sure after you've cleaned it, sometimes there may, if you use any chemicals, you can burn all that stuff off and then re-season it and oil it down so it doesn't get all rusty if you're using it in between, which is really great to do.
And we've got a grill here, and then you've already fired one up outside so that you can make us something here in just a little bit.
Yes.
What are you going to be making?
We're going to have a raspberry chipotle glazed pork tenderloin. I peeled the fat off of it and the silver skin. We peel off the silver skin because it's tough and chewy, and you don't want to eat the silver skin. You don't want to eat the rubbery stuff. So we take that off, and we're going to be grilling that here in a little bit.
Fantastic.
So.
Barbecue for breakfast for us. Thank you for coming
in. Thank
you. We are outside with Grill Master Patrick Miller. And what have you made for us?
Right now we have a raspberry chipotle pork loin. I'm cooking another one right here. The one thing I always like to do is checking my temperature. And I always like to use my hand as a gauge. If you have it too hot, if you're not holding it there, if you can't hold it, when you're holding it there, if you can hold it there, that's a little cool. So you can move your food closer. The hotter it gets, the farther you want to get away from it. You don't want to burn your food. So I kind of gauge my fire that way, which is a nice way to tell how hot the grill is. And every 3 to 5 minutes, make sure you're turning it. To make sure you get a nice good grill marks with the pork tenderloin here. Okay. So.
Now, what's the way to make sure that it's not dried out and chewy?
The best thing is not overcook it. Pork has a tendency. A lot of people think they have to cook it to 165. You don't have to cook it that done anymore. Okay. I like to cook mine to about 140. 135, 140, and it turns out perfectly. It's nice and juicy, and it's just perfect to cook pork that way.
Now, did you said this one's done. Did
yes.
you check it with like the internal thermometer, or how do you decide that it's done?
Well, I do it in a touch. It's a touch system. I've done it enough where I can touch and feel and see if it's done.
I always have to cut into it in order for me to figure out if it's done.
But the best way for most people is take a thermometer and press it, poke in it, and that you can tell when it's done that way.
Are you supposed to let it rest for a little bit before you slice it?
Yes, you want to let the rest for about 5 minutes before you cook it, before you eat it, and that way all the juices will be nice and stay into the meat there for you all. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this pork here.
While you're doing that, will you explain what's in the sauce?
This is my raspberry chipotle sauce. It is I have chipotles, and it's a raspberry glaze here that we have into the sauce.
And when do you apply the sauce?
I apply the sauce in the last 5 minutes that we're cooking it here to add the glaze to it.
Okay.
Whenever you do it,
Final touch.
the final touch to it. You don't need to add it on because it's going to caramelize and it'll burn if you add it too soon into the cooking process.
Okay.
So you always want to add it to the very last minute whenever you're adding it to it.
Is this one of the your favorites that you grill?
This is one of my favorites that I grill here. So let me
dragon
give you a
strings.
little piece of that.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
And here you go.
Thanks.
Happy Memorial
you.
Day to
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
And to all of you who are barbecuing today, maybe you'll want to try this.
Yeah.
Explain again what it is.
It's a raspberry chipotle glazed pork tenderloin. We season it up and then we grill it. We take it. It takes about 15-20 minutes, and then we put our raspberry chipotle glaze over top of it. Let it sit here for about 5 minutes, and we enjoy it all the time.
And then, it's delicious. You haven't taken your bite yet, have
I
you?
haven't. No, I will.
You probably
But
haven't
it's
chewy.
perfect for Memorial Day.
Yes, it is perfect
Grilling.
for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So
Well,
most
thank
definitely.
you.
Well, thank you
guys.
for coming this early. We lit up the grill incredibly early here on the morning show.
Very
Most
good.
of you are probably just waking up and considering
It's
barbecuing,
lunchtime for us.
But it is. So hopefully you enjoy the weather and you enjoy the barbecue. And thank you very
Thank you.
much. This is delicious.
Thank
Believe
you.
me.